Yo, what is up, everybody? Um, Today I have an interesting situation going on. I'm gonna do an experiment today because I came across something on Facebook, and I wanted to test a theory. And the theory involves pretty much a lot of trust issues that most people have in the world, and I want to see if these trust issues are valid, or if we should, consider taking a little bit more risk, but educated risk, not just willy-nilly risk, but educated risk, and having a little more trust and faith in some of the things that we see or experience in the world. And what I'm talking about is on Facebook. We're inundated with all types of not only news, but subliminal things like advertisements that come through your news feed all the time. And what happens is, there are two types of people out there. There are people that can ignore it and just never be bothered with it. But then I do believe there's a vast majority of people out there who succumb to these advertisements just by pure volume alone, which drives the consumerism in the country. So I wanted to conduct this experiment, and it was very interesting. This was like an opportunity that I just could not pass up. On my newsfeed, and I don't know why this popped up, because I wasn't looking at anything like this at the time. But in my newsfeed, I got a series of different posts about a particular topic, and that topic was jewelry. And I don't really do too much shopping for jewelry. Maybe once every 3-4 years, maybe I'll look at something for my wife. I'm not a big jewelry person. I have a bracelet on that my wife got me, my wedding band, and I have a necklace that I wear all the time that's, I don't know, probably 6, 7, 8 years old. So I don't, really shop for jewelry too much. And the jewelry category, I guess my most frequent purchase would be a watch, but then again, I'm not somebody that spends thousands of dollars or even hundreds of dollars on watches. I believe a watch is very utility, so I'm not in that tax bracket to spend major money on watches like that. So $80, $75 is where I'm at in my watch. Maybe $100 on a really good day when I'm in that mood. But the jewelry category came across my newsfeed, and I saw something that was incredible. And it was, matter of fact, it was 2 or 3 different versions of this same thing, which were jewelry, rings, and things of that nature, where on the advertisement it said something ridiculous, that it was 97, a very odd number, but 97% off of jewelry. So it was interesting. I said, how the hell is that even possible? 97% off of jewelry. So being the curious guy that I am, I went and I looked on the website, and before I say that, it was most interesting because of who the advertisement was coming from. We all know the big brands of the, certain jewelry sellers and whatnot, and this is one of the biggest ones that I know. It's not Tiffany's or anything like that, but it was a box store that you could find all across the country, and it was these guys right here, K Jewelry, or Jewelers, K Jewelers. Every kiss begins with K, that K Jewelers. And I saw another one for, I think it was Weisfeld or Jared or something like that. And they were all around the same, like 97, 98, 95% off in some cases. And I saw it, and I just couldn't take my eyes off it. I was like, this has gotta be a scam. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Just so I can show you out there that it's yes, it's a scam, or two, we should be out here buying up all this cheap ass jewelry and flipping this shit, because what I purchased was something pretty incredible, a beautiful ring, and there you go, look like that, beautiful ring. I believe it was like 2 carats or 2.5 carats, as it was advertised. I went through the descriptions. It said it was, genuine diamonds. The clarity wasn't that great. The metal was silver, I believe. It's not white gold. I know it's not white gold, so I'm assuming it was silver. But the price before the discount, how they scratch it out, says it was something like $4,000 or very close to $4,000, maybe 38 or something like that. But the price of this ring came to a whopping $58 or $68 or whatever it was. And I was like, oh man, I just could not pass this up. So I bought it, and I waited about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it was, and it came, and I looked at it, and I'm no jeweler, I don't have some huge extensive history with diamonds, so just off the eye test, I can't tell the difference between a diamond, a crystal, glass, lab grade diamonds or whatever. So I decided to come to a actual K Jewelers, show them this ring, tell them the story of what happened, and then see what happens when they test the ring. So that's what we're gonna do today, and I want you guys to sit back and let's find out together what's up with this and why. I guess we should ask a deeper question. If it is real, how is it possible that these jewels can be at this price? And what took them so long to get to this price? Or B, how is it possible that advertisements like this get through on our social media feeds to influence people to buy these items and essentially scamming people out of money on a daily basis? And if that's the case, we need to really consider some changes to these social media networks and hold them more accountable for people's livelihoods being affected by losing money on scams such as these potentially. So we're gonna go in here. Well, we still got a few minutes, but as soon as they open up, I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna talk to these people. And we're gonna find out whether this is the deal of a century, or if this is just another one of those scams where, they got my little $60 or $70, whatever it was, after shipping. But anyway, catch you on the other side. All right, that went exactly like I thought it would. Unfortunately, couldn't go inside the store because store policy from corporate said that they don't do those type of videos because naturally it's not a good look on their brand to know that there are scammers out there using their name and selling what is essentially a very light piece of paperweight. It's a piece of nothing, plastic. And I explained everything. It was so funny. I explained everything to one of the sales associates, and she was feeling all bad. She's like, "Oh no, I can't believe it. You got." Like, yeah, we had a fake website going around for about a month and a half now, and we've been trying to shut it down and make people aware of it, but it's been going on for a while, and it's not real. We're not affiliated with them, and I'm sorry that happened to you. And for me, like I told her, I was like, look, I had very low expectations for this thing. Like, if it had been real, I would have just blew my lid, because there was like, I already knew the probability of it being real jewels, gems in the ring was so far-fetched and unlikely. So I went into it knowing that essentially I was going to get gypped. But unfortunately, the problem is with these videos, these ads, is that there is a large percentage of the population, especially here in America, where our culture is consumerism. There's a large portion of the country that, off of first look, is just hooked on this, because with consumerism, most of the time you're looking for a deal, and anywhere that you can find a deal is a bonus, and you're most likely to jump on that deal, not knowing or not even really considering the risk or the possibility that what you are looking for or what you're trying to obtain is some type of knockoff or whatever. And these sites, they come to you and they do a really good job. It's like, it looks like an authentic site. It has X brand, X this, X whatever the brand is, it's plastered all over the website. It looks authentic. The payment aspect of it is thorough. It looks legitimate, and most people are none the wiser to these things, and they will go ahead and click on these items and go ahead and make the purchase, and wind up with a bunch of things like this, which are, in her words, just plastic. Unfortunately, man, I could not film in there. I wish I could have filmed and showed the conversation and the exchange between myself and the first associate and the manager. She had to go get the manager to get permission for this whole thing to happen. And again, she couldn't give me permission to film in the store because obviously the brand is not signing off on these items, because they know that it's not legitimate. And unfortunately, I couldn't get that for you guys. I wish I could have. It's priceless. But yes, if you needed any type of proof in the world that shit like this, that you are going to find on a social media feed, and it says something that says a number that's too good to be true, just absolutely insane, too good to be true, then chances are it's exactly that. It's too good to be true, and you are just signing up to be scammed, hoodwinked, and bamboozled. So don't let that happen. Generally speaking, a business like this that's going to offer some type of deal that is a significant deal, like let's say 50% off. Most places aren't going above 50%, but if you find a place that does routinely offer 50% off, it's usually around a holiday or post-holiday for whatever reason. So if you don't correlate that deal with a holiday, then the chances are it's bogus, it's a scam. And if something just says 97%, 98%, like who does that? Who does that? Again, here I am with I purchased this thing, but I purchased it knowing that it was a scam and that it wasn't going to be. Like, look at the damn box. This is what I told her in the store. My first indication that this was bogus, well, my second, because I did look at my bank statement and saw where this was coming from, so I already knew it was like crap. It was a bunch of Chinese characters. Did not say K Jewelers on it. It was Chinese characters, so I knew that it was going to be bogus. But outside of that, one of my first indications was the way that this shipped to my house. It came in, the envelope package, the yellow envelope package, and there was no packing inside the envelope, and it was just this, and the box is damaged. It looks like it's been tumbled and kicked around and stepped on, and this isn't even it's a ring box, but it's not a ring box that should have this type of ring in it. If these jewels are real, it will come in a nicer, more typical flip open box, and of that nature. But shout out to K Jewelers for at least being on top of, trying to crack down on those types of scams. And I appreciate them letting me come in and talk to them. I wish I could have filmed it. Unfortunately, they don't allow that again. But I enjoyed myself, even though I'm out $60 or whatever it was. It was $49.99, which I just checked before going in there, because I couldn't remember how much it was. But it's $49.99, and after taxes around like $60. But yeah, we now know if it's too good to be true, don't purchase this stuff. And again, now we need to revisit those conversations about Facebook pumping these ads to us, because they're taking money from somebody to put these ads on our newsfeed, and they're making Facebook is making money hand over fist, shoving crap down our throat that is knockoff, fraudulent things. And no wonder there's so many people that have an issue with Facebook and the news that they're feeding people. And it's just not, nobody over there is taking the time to validate these sources. It's just kind of the wild west, and anything and everybody can post whatever. This is pretty much Wikipedia of news, where somebody can just log in and change facts and put any type of information out in the world without any vetted, certified sources. And same thing with products. They can just put the name of another company and then put it in the box and ship you some bullshit when you think that you're getting a tremendous deal on some jewelry. So you need to hold Facebook accountable for that. But yeah, that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, be smart about your purchases and don't get got. Peace.